Today, I want to invite you to pause for just a moment and listen to a story. A story that may sound familiar. A story that might even be your own. It's the story of a 72-year-old man, once the pillar of his family, whose days began with brisk walks in the cool morning air, and whose evenings were filled with the laughter of grandchildren as he cooked their favorite meals. He was the kind of man who seemed ageless, climbing stairs with ease, never needing to steady himself, always ready to lend a hand or share a smile. But time, as it often does, brought subtle changes. At first, it was just a crackling sound in his knees, an odd sensation, almost like the creak of an old wooden floor. He shrugged it off, blaming the weather or perhaps an old injury. But the discomfort grew. Soon, every time he stood, it felt as though invisible hands were tugging at the insides of his joints, pulling, resisting, making each movement a little harder than the last. The pain, at first a fleeting visitor, soon became a constant companion. It followed him from dawn to dusk, settling into his knees and refusing to leave. The walks he once loved became shorter, then stopped altogether. He began to avoid family gatherings, embarrassed by his limp, unwilling to let his loved ones see how much he was struggling. The kitchen, once his domain, grew quiet. One day I found him sitting alone in a small coffee shop, staring out the window at the world passing by. His hands trembled slightly as he lifted his cup. His back was a little more hunched than I remembered. But his eyes, those bright, lively eyes, still sparkled with the light of 1,000 stories. And as I sat down beside him, he leaned in and whispered, "If only I had known about these 3 things earlier, maybe I wouldn't have missed the best years of my life." What he shared with me that day wasn't a secret potion or a miracle cure. It was something far simpler, yet profoundly powerful. 3 ingredients, each one humble, each one likely already in your kitchen. Yet together, they form a kind of golden medicine for aching knees and creaky joints. We live in a world where the solutions to our problems often seem expensive or out of reach. Fancy medications, high-tech therapies, costly supplements. These are the things we're told we need. But sometimes the answers are right in front of us, nestled among the everyday items we take for granted. Let me share with you these 3 simple, affordable ingredients that science has shown can help reduce inflammation, support cartilage repair, and ease knee pain. First, let's talk about ginger. You might know ginger as a remedy for an upset stomach or a warming addition to tea on a cold day. But ginger is so much more. It's one of nature's most potent anti-inflammatories. According to a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, ginger extract can significantly reduce knee pain and inflammation, sometimes in just a few weeks. The secret lies in ginger's ability to reduce cytokines, chemical messengers that trigger inflammation and pain in our joints. Incorporating ginger into your daily routine is simple. Each morning, slice some fresh ginger and steep it in a cup of warm water with a spoonful of honey. Sip it slowly and let the warmth spread through your body. Or, if you prefer, crush fresh ginger, heat it with coarse salt, wrap it in a cloth, and apply it to your knees for about 15 minutes each evening. You'll be surprised at how such a small ritual can bring comfort and relief. Next, consider turmeric, the golden healer of cartilage. In many parts of India, turmeric isn't just a spice, it's a way of life. It's no coincidence that arthritis rates are lower in regions where turmeric is consumed daily. The magic comes from curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, which has been shown in numerous studies to reduce joint degeneration, ease inflammation, and improve mobility. There are many ways to enjoy turmeric. One of the most soothing is to mix a teaspoon of turmeric powder into a cup of warm milk each night before bed. This golden milk is both delicious and healing. Or if you enjoy cooking, add fresh turmeric root to stews, bone broths, or chicken soup. Not only will your meals taste richer, but your joints may soon feel more flexible and less painful. The 3rd ingredient is olive oil, specifically extra virgin olive oil. This oil is rich in omega-3 fatty acids and polyphenols, natural compounds that help reduce friction in your joints, soften the joint linings, and protect against oxidative damage. People who consume olive oil regularly often report smoother movement, less stiffness, and fewer of those unsettling cracking sounds in their knees. To harness the benefits of olive oil, simply drizzle 1 or 2 tablespoons over your salads or steamed vegetables each day. Always choose extra virgin olive oil to ensure you're getting the highest concentration of beneficial compounds. It's a small change, but over time, it can make a world of difference. These 3 ingredients, ginger, turmeric, and olive oil, are not magic bullets. They won't erase years of wear and tear overnight, but they are powerful tools. Gifts from nature that can help your body heal itself one day at a time. The story of my uncle doesn't end in that lonely coffee shop. After our conversation, he decided to give these simple remedies a try. Each morning he sipped his ginger tea. Each night, he enjoyed his golden milk. He added olive oil to his meals, and he started doing gentle stretches, just a few minutes each day. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things began to change. The pain lessened, the stiffness faded. He found himself looking forward to his morning walks again. And soon, he was back in the kitchen, cooking for his grandchildren, his laughter echoing through the house. This isn't magic. It's the result of small, consistent acts of self-care. When we treat our bodies with kindness and respect, when we nourish them with the gifts that nature provides, they often respond in ways that surprise us. So I ask you, will you try it? Will you take a few moments each day to care for your joints, to give your body the support it needs? You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. Sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. And because I want to help you on your journey to better joint health, I've prepared a free bonus guide. 7 simple ways to keep your knees healthy every day. If you'd like a copy, just let me know. I want you to have the tools you need to live a life free from pain, a life filled with movement and joy. Remember, good health doesn't have to be expensive. It just needs your attention. A slice of ginger, a cup of golden milk, a spoonful of olive oil. These small acts can be the beginning of something wonderful. The beginning of pain-free mornings, of long walks in the park, of laughter-filled evenings with family and friends. Your story doesn't have to be one of limitation and loss. It can be a story of hope, of renewal, of rediscovering the simple joys that make life worth living. Take that first step. Try these natural remedies. Listen to your body and give it the care it deserves. You might be surprised at what happens next. Maybe you'll find yourself walking a little farther each day, standing a little taller, smiling a little brighter. Maybe you'll rediscover the things you thought you'd lost. The freedom to move, the joy of being active, the pleasure of sharing moments with loved ones. I believe in the power of simple things. I believe in the wisdom of nature and the resilience of the human body. And I believe that with a little patience and a lot of love, you can write a new chapter in your own story, one filled with health, happiness, and hope. So, here's my invitation to you. Try it. Share your journey. Tell me your story. Let's build a community where we support each other, where we share our successes and our struggles, where we celebrate the small victories that lead to big changes. Health doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes, it's as simple as reaching for the ginger in your kitchen, the turmeric in your spice rack, the olive oil in your pantry. Sometimes it's just about paying attention, about listening to your body, about choosing to care. Thank you for listening to this story. Thank you for caring for yourself and for those you love. May your days be filled with movement, your nights be restful, and your heart be light. Here's to pain-free mornings, to strong knees, and to the simple things that make all the difference. Remember, the journey to better health begins with a single step. Take that step today. Your future self will thank you.